brought them on down. The tiny tigers back in '98. It wasn't Singapore, but it was all Malaysia and Indonesia. They called them the tiny tigers. Something happened. They was on the upswing, and then whoosh. Okay. Now, this go around, remember, we always been talking about strategic alliance. You have China, the U.S. is making trouble with them arming Taiwan. Okay. The U.S. is making trouble up near Russia, arming the Ukrainians and old Nazis. People right now that they have a Nazi party there, a big one. Yeah, carrying the Zeke Heil and all of that. Can you imagine 27 million Russians getting killed? They say, you ain't doing this around here. You know what I mean? That's what they mean. Then you have to imagine, in California, oil is, what is the gasoline? $5 a gallon, way up at like $5.50. Okay, in Oakland it would be more. LA, whatever LA is, it's $5.50. Let's say it's $5.50. Well, they're gonna cut off, if they cut off Russians' oil, which they probably won't, whatever, in the last couple of days, the prices just skyrocketed. Last couple of days. Okay. Imagine American people sitting here, not only just the one inflation is the highest inflation in 40 years without the gas and oil inflation. And it's still wintertime. A lot of people still get their heat through heating oil and everything. Now just imagine, get to be summertime, people getting ready to drive, and gasoline, if back this way is $5 a gallon, out that way is $6.50 or $7. I even heard the white folks say 10. I know they don't mean that. But if they keep on, so you got to remember, this is the trap. Whatever they do, they trapped. If, just like right now, what they in right now, they have to give people free money. They gave them all that free money last year. They had to give it to them because the people will rebel if they don't. They can't go nowhere. You got to give us that money. So they even sent me money. And I ain't been on the paper for 40 years. I haven't been on no paper. They just found me. They sent the check up to the house. This is for you. They sent two. It wasn't much, but they still sent it. Okay, that means the price is going up. Stores, have you been into some stores and they're not full as they used to be? The stores? Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I'm not imagining things. When I go in the jar, I said, boy, this store is empty, empty, empty. And then I go in the shoppers, boy, it's empty, empty, empty. Right? But the prices are high, high, high. This is the historical trap. When Allah writes your name on the downhill list, you're going downhill, that's all. And it don't make no difference what you do. You're gonna either put your own name on the downhill list, somebody else gonna put it on there, and you're gonna step on a banana peel and slip and slide down the hill. Because that's what Allah wrote for you. Right now, can you imagine the so-called Iran trying to, it don't make no difference whether they sign a deal or not, because the people are going to buy Iranian oil. If they paying what they paying now, they've been buying it all along. Because if they buying it at $50 a barrel, you know they're going to buy it at $100 a barrel. Oh, $100 a barrel. Man, we give you, shoot, you can get it at 80, man. Shoot. Everybody gonna line up. That's a lot of money off all that oil. And what is Germany gonna do? It freezes in Germany. And all up there around the Arctic Circle, it's cold up there. It's gonna be cold until a few months. And the summer ain't gonna be long, so they're gonna be cold again. They're gonna start getting cold again in September, October. Especially when November comes, it's all over. They're gonna be freezing to death. So they're gonna need Russian oil. They're gonna need Russian that gas, that heating gas. They're gonna need all of that, and they can't. And people are not prepared to pay prices for either Saudi petroleum that helps, the sanctions. Imagine if you can sanction somebody and then you sanction Iran and then your homeboy Saudi Arabia get to sell all their oil. The people, they said, hey man, we're not going for that no more. Okay, anyway, here we are right in the middle of all of this. And what are we calling this? Historical redundancy. Historical redundancy. We're right here in the middle of this. And all of this is affecting us too. Just like we said the people was going to come out Sunday and and be hanging around and deliver a little something for the lady. Now, I thought they probably might hook us up a little bit too. But they just called some boss man, Junior, called them and said, just cancel that. I said, so what's the reason? I said, okay, fine. That means Mr. So-and-so won't be, he's going to be, well, when is he going to get back? He may get back a week from Tuesday, 5 months or something like that. I said, yeah, that sounds just about right. That means they didn't got a call. But at the same time, I'll try to wrap this up. Dear believers, everything is headed in the right direction. Not only overseas, but right here. And everything that is happening, it adds to pushing things in our direction. If the U.S. want to attack China, and the U.S. want to attack Russia, and the United States want to attack Iran, and the United States attacking Syria, and Saudi Arabia is attacking Yemen, and all of them are trying to isolate Venezuela, and on and on and on. And there's a few more in the mix. Well, they already done pushed them together. So that means Iran has got two big protectors right there, physical protectors, and they bad as they can get. Just imagine, you got two big monsters looking out for you, and they on the way up, and the other people is together, they on the way down. Europe and America is on the way down. I don't know, America is, it's really sad because all the young people are sad. They're not optimistic about the future. They sad. I mean, when they get, can you imagine you get started in life and you owe, let's say 50,000, or don't be a doctor, you're gonna owe 100,000 plus, way plus, right? Because that's 8 years at least. People used to gather all kind of stuff together, and they'd give you a grub stake. They'd give you, getting married, we getting you started, we help you with a house, we help you get started off running, Now you got lead boots anchors on you, on your feet to move along. And then they said that you go move along a lot. And the people that's borrowing all the money, putting you in debt, is the older people that used to help you. But they went south, and now they don't care about young people anymore. And this is the first generation that say, Dad, I don't want to have no children. They talk crazy. They talking about themselves, They don't appreciate nothing. And they'll say, look at y'all. Are y'all just thinking about us all the time, worrying about us? And they see little pictures when you got just a proud face with a little baby, and they say, shoot, ain't nobody, I wouldn't be sitting there holding no little old baby. Soon as they get old enough, gonna start cussing you out and stuff like that. Which that's what young people do now. Why? Because the old people done stole everything, right? And both the young and the old that used to like each other, they don't want to have nothing to do with each other. Why? Because the old people, they want to borrow more, and you be in debt. Can you imagine the debt? Nobody can pay U.S. debt back. It's too much. They can't pay that back. They're going to have to just default and tell the Zionists, hey, that's it, home. We just start all over, man, because ain't nobody can pay you all of that, plus the dumb bank. Eventually these white folks will be saying, bump the bank. We just burn it all down, burn all the records, start scratch. They say you give them a chance to start from scratch. What about us? You know what I mean? We want a fresh start. We want to wipe the slate clean. I can see that in the future. That's what people might say. Hey, man, that's it. Wipe it clean, man. Wipe it clean, and then we'll laugh and talk with you. But we're not going to pay, $1 zillion. Y'all done borrowed all the money and partied, and then we're going to pay for that. No, we're not going to do that. And that's why the young people are pessimistic. The poor little white lady from Greta Thunberg, she said, I ain't going to talk to the UN no more. They just bring you there and make fun of you and have you give a big speech, and they be laughing at you inside, But the young people are serious. So now all we doing is, see, they have this big dumb plan, and we're looking at the whole world, and the world is on our side. The world is on our side. The people of the world. Eventually, all of these lies will become evident, and they'll become evident sooner more than later. First of all, they have other streams of information from the regular TV news and all that. Well, those other streams of news, they mix with some truth in them. Okay, it's going to get heavier and heavier and cleaner and cleaner. So anyway, inshallah, we just keep doing what we've been doing and moving in the direction that we've been going. And in closing, strategic depth, that's what we have. And believe it or not, let's call it what it is, strategic brilliance. That's what we have. We have strategic brilliance. It has to be brilliant. This is not from arrogance, but we haven't missed the call, and I don't know when. So it's not accidental if you do it all the time, right? I mean, if we sit right here and and you can go back tomorrow and look at that, that's right. That means there's some strategic depth. It's strategic, but it has depth to it. Okay. strategic alliance, strategic ability, strategic and historical awareness, all that stuff. We've been doing this. This is stuff from years ago, but this is what we planned to do then, and this is what's reflecting itself right now. Okay. So, I guess tomorrow, okay, would you be able to do the khutbah tomorrow here? And we'll go out, we go out to Dar al Hijra tomorrow. Yeah. At what time they start out there?